I have said that codependence is a structure more than a relationship. So we refer to codependent relationships. But for me, it really is a structure that people enter. So if you have this in your mind, it is a structure like a house that people enter. And they enter it to keep safe. Right? So we enter a shelter with another person. Why do we enter a shelter? We enter a shelter to stay safe. So I say that slowly and with full respect. So I'm already beginning to weave a little bit of something about, my perspective here, which is that I say it with full respect. Within this structure, the structure is dependent on our taking on roles, specific roles. So the kind of clearest one, and it's not the only one, but just an easy one, is the caregiver and the care dependent. And if you take on the role of the caregiver or the role of the care dependent, you know who you are in this structure. And it's quite dependable, right? Not only do you know who you are, there is a way in which it simplifies life. It may make it really difficult and deeply confusing to people outside, but there is a way in which it also simplifies life. Right? We agree to the safety of our role, and we agree to the safety of our two roles within the structure. And we have a lifestyle. We have a fully absorbing lifestyle. And again, I say it with respect, both for myself when I have entered these structures, and for others to know that at some points, it was really important. Right? It was really essential. Right? Okay, so in knowing our role from day to day within the structure, we actually have to start not noticing things. And the really, simple thing is we can't actually notice too much what's outside the windows. Right? We can't let other things get our attention. And we can't notice things internally too much, other parts of ourselves. So whether we're talking about Dick Schwartz or family constellations or whatever systems thinking you have or don't have, you know in yourself that there's a part that wants to do this and a part that wants to do this and a part that, refuses to do this and a part that always gravitates toward this, right? So in this hyper focus of caregiving or care dependent in this example, right? We have to not notice those other parts. We have to tell them to sit down, to keep quiet, not bug us, not try to get our attention, right? So I've described some of these parts as things like, the things you want, right? The things that you have this sneaking suspicion that you want. So I'll go back to that. A relationship, unlike the structure, envisions change as a part of the path, as a part of it. Envisions change, prepares for shifts, is on alert for growth as a part of the path. In the codependent structure, those things are threatening. Growth, change, even preparation, those things are threatening. They feel threatening. So the world outside the structure continues to move as it does. And it is our perception that inside the structure, nothing moves. It's very cozy in a certain way, right? It's reliable in a certain way. And even if it's deeply not good, I don't want to use any triggering words here because it doesn't have to be so specific, but even if we know that on some level it's not good, or we hear tell it's not good from our friend or from our coworker, or by watching TV, or we have some sense that this is not good, the coziness, the safetiness, the predictability of it is good, feels good. And especially if we come from a deeply chaotic and confused background, this is everything, right? Oh my gosh, reliable. Oh my gosh, I know what to do in order to stay. I know what to do in order to belong. Sometimes that is revelatory for people.